If you've ever seen something with so much power and beauty all in one package, whoa! Dear Diary, September 16th, day one of the actual Jeep build. Today, we're actually cutting into the Jeep for the first time. I believe the game plan is to cut the frame and drop the motor, transmission, and transfer case out through the bottom, along with the front axle. Time will tell if that's plausible or not. Guys, we got a lot of the stuff removed. We're getting ready to lift the Jeep up, check underneath, start measuring to see where we're gonna cut the frame. It's just getting wild. This gentleman over here stole my pit vipers. Don't worry about the pit vipers. We have got almost everything disconnected. I know you guys can tell what's going on up here. A lot of stuff, a lot of things. This is where the frame is gonna get cut. The drive shaft removed, both drive shafts removed. And now Mike is gonna cut the front core support mounts, which we're gonna cut the heads off those bolts, and then the whole frame is gonna come. Oh, we gotta do the bumper too. Oh man.
Bumper can stay.
Oh man. Okay, but that's it. That's what he's doing now. And he's doing it with class. Look at him. Excuse me, sir, can you narrate? What are we doing?
So we're just making some marks here so we know where we're gonna cut this frame.
Okay.
Because we're gonna cut the frame.
That's step number 17.
That's step numero uno
right
in my book.
Front of the A-pillar body mount.
That's right.
We're gonna go.
And this might not be the final cut, but this is gonna be the first cut that we're gonna make.
Maybe close enough, because we're playing with horseshoes and hand grenades right now.
Yeah, exactly. We don't really care what we're doing. We're
just
here,
a Jeep.
We're just kind of here to party.
It's a Jeep that's gonna have Ford suspension, Ford rear end,
with a Chevy
motor, Chevy trans.
Yeah, I went on Amazon and tried to order some parts for all this, and it
excuse me, sir. What is your year, make, and model?
Yeah, and I couldn't answer those questions.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're cutting the sides of the frame. We're leaving the top and the bottom intact, and then we're gonna go ahead and lower the Jeep all the way down to where the front tires are on the ground, and then we're gonna go and finish the frame with the Sawzall. And hopefully, the hope is that the whole front axle, the frame rails, and the motor and the transmission will all just kind of wheel out in theory, and then we'll just put the new frame on. Easy. Easy.
Big old wheelbarrow, okay.
Like a large wheelbarrow.
Okay.
Pretty good. If anything, move that saw that way. Okay.
Ah, I see.
Fully protected. So because we're losing so much weight on the front of the Jeep, we don't want it to fall off, obviously. We're gonna actually clamp and potentially weld the Jeep to the lift. We'll have a rear mount, a rear stabilizer mount as well, but we're just trying to be extra safe because we've all seen those videos where like the vehicle just falls off the lift. We don't want to do that. All right, so we cut everything except for the very top. And what we're doing is he's moving it up and down on the lift, and we're gonna break the top this way because there's just no access to cut it, and there's a lot of stuff underneath there. So you fatigue metal enough, it'll just break
bang
apart.
It back and forth to wear it out.
Whoa! Frame off restoration. Look at this, show this.
Literally.
We got a little frame off restoration here. it's
nice.
Far forward, huh? I didn't think
that
it would.
leakage right there?
This transmission fluid.
Okay.
Yep.
I didn't think it would fall that far forward, did you?
I don't know. Is it still connected? Oh, of course it's still connected. Transmission. Now we gotta take the transmission mount off. And now it'll flop back.
Got it.
This went super smooth.
You ever pulled a motor this way before? Custom. Only at the Fab Lab. Motor, transmission, transfer cases, no more. You can see right here where we cut the frame. This is where we're gonna graft on the Bronco frame, as well as over here These are just our rough cuts, but you know, hopefully we did a pretty good job. And then obviously we have the core support still intact, and at some point in time I gotta take my bumper off, put the bumper back on the Jeep, but for now the priority is to get the frame rails onto the Jeep and then start mocking up that, the frame rails and the suspension, and then kind of go from there and get the motor in and all that. All right, this is where we sit for day one. We got the Jeep frame out, the motor, the transfer case. We're kind of playing around with the F-150 frame. It's looking like the F-150 frame is literally going to overlap the Jeep frame, like it's a match made in heaven. Probably cut it about here. And then we're gonna maybe trim this mount here and then slide it over about 3 inches and obviously plate it all up. Tie everything in. Body mounts for the F-150 are here. The Jeeps were here, so we're probably gonna do some body mounts inbound over here. Pretty good for day one, we're pretty happy. Day two, 11 a.m. and we're currently tacking the frame onto the frame. So we're currently actually mounting the new frame onto the Jeep frame, and it lines up very, very well. It's like the frames are almost perfect for each other. So apparently this is our first tack, aka the frame is now welded on. Look how nice and tight that fits. Match made in heaven. So Jeep build day two. We got a lot done. We got the frame in. We got our coil over towers bolted in. We made motor mounts today. What else did we do today? Doesn't seem like a lot, but it was a lot. We got a lot done. Super excited about the coil over towers. And then next week, we're gonna start cycling the front suspension, making sure everything clears correctly, potentially getting some tires on the front of it, get it rolling. We gotta connect steering, but we're doing great. Coming to you on a very beautiful Saturday morning in Simi Valley, California, here at the Fab Lab. Hope you guys aren't sick of the Jeep build yet. There's a lot more to come. Hopefully you guys are interested in this. I think it's pretty cool. It's gonna be a wild build, and there's a lot of stuff that, you know, is gonna be new to the RV world, which a lot of our subscribers are. But I think there's a lot of stuff that's gonna cross over as well, because we know a lot of RVers that are constantly off-roading, doing adventure type stuff like this. So I hope it's cool. I hope you guys like it. Well, I know it's cool, but I hope you guys like it.